So good afternoon and welcome back to Some Bushes. Now we're actually back at Disney Hollywood Studios. I wanted to show off the brand new area out here, but unfortunately that's right in front of security, and security is not like you showing off the area. So what I'll do is when we come out, well, right before we go in, I'll show you where the new tram drop-off and pickup area is. But also we're gonna go on because with Galaxy's Edge coming here in August 29th, so about 2 months away, Disneyland's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge actually opens in 4 days. May 31st, we're actually doing some media previews, some previews of the area, some soft openings, so we'll have, there'll be some of that. But there are some new details that came out about some of the merchandise and some of the experiences that will be happening in Galaxy's Edge that will probably be more likely happening with ours. But I also want to walk around and show you a lot of stuff that's closed right now, with a lot of gift shops closed and everything else. So we're going to go on inside and show that. But like I said, I do want to quickly show the new tram drop-off pickup area. Yep, right there. So right there is Indiana Jones. That's the Star Wars, that's the new tram pickup and drop-off area. So the drop-off will be on this side, coming down all this pathway. That right behind me is the new security checkpoint, and the other side right there is the pickup area. So kind of nice to know that actually the pickup and drop-off area is close to the front entrance again. And it's kind of funny, you can no longer get to that sign over there because they're doing some work. They're actually extending the security bag check where the old security bag check was, and pretty much making it how it looks now. Again, I still won't show it because I don't want to get yelled at. So I'm gonna head on inside. First I'm gonna find some water. I'm very thirsty and it's very hot. So like I said, one time we came back, so across Worlds of the World, a small little gift shop right here. The very top is it's Mickey, and for a long time he wasn't there, so now he is officially back up on the little spinning globe. But like I wanted to say, there are a lot of things that are closed right now, and I guess in preparation of Galaxy's Edge, maybe making more walkway room. As you come up onto Hollywood Boulevard, the main central body goes down towards the Chinese Theater, where Mickey and Minnie's will be. We'll go up there and talk about that soon. To the left is Mickey's of Hollywood. Now this is one of our favorite shops to go into because it has a lot of the normal Disney stuff. So shirts, hats, mini ears. This is actually closed right here, so all this right here will be closed. Now the Celebrity 5 and 10 is still open, but they've moved some of that stuff over here. Now I don't know if that's just because they're re-theming this side and they're doing this, but this side usually has more like the household appliances, kitchen appliances. But now it's got some of the shirts as well, so that's something to keep in mind. Also, if you are curious, they still have very much of the 30th anniversary merchandise here, from the Tervises to hats to the ornaments right here to even the shirts that are right behind me. So the celebration was about almost a month ago now, and yet they still have a bunch of this merchandise, so it's actually not really that exclusive. And then right over here from the Trolley Car Cafe, which is the Starbucks location. So usually they say it's the Trolley Car Cafe that freshly serves Starbucks, not technically a Starbucks location. Right across the way, it's the Keystone Clothers. This had a lot more of the for like adults who wanted to wear like collared shirts, fancy shirts, ties, a lot of the Alex and Ollie bracelets. This would have been right here. This is also closed as well. Again, no word on what exactly is going to be happening with all this. But I don't know if that's just a remodeling or they're going to be doing something with it. So, well, it looks like the first order mark's about to come back down, so I'm going to stay right here and watch as they go by.
Watch yourselves.
So, in the midst of what we're also going to talk about, all the things that are closed, like merchandise shops wise, is if you come right here. So this is the side of the Trolley Car Cafe, the Starbucks location here. To the left is the Legends of Hollywood. Now this does serve a lot of Star Wars stuff, but they also, in midst of everything, have closed this as well. Now I don't know if this, and then they closed the store right behind it where the Planet Hollywood store used to be. So that also, this whole section closed, so I don't know if this is going to become like a big location as well. Because Hollywood Studios doesn't have a giant store like Animal Kingdom with the 2 stores in the front, Mouse Gears, or the Emporium, so you have to kind of spread it out a little bit more. So they may be expanding a lot of these shops into be a bigger shop, and maybe a few of them maybe have other things included with it. So especially with Galaxy's Edge coming in, you're going to need more space for things. So as we come to the Chinese Theater, like I didn't make it a comment in another video, but I will kind of put this out in here again, because whenever I come to Hollywood Studios by myself, it's a chance for me to kind of talk about what's going on. So, as we all know, Chinese Theater is going to be housing the very first of its kind Mickey and Minnie ride. And really it's a tourist attraction dedicated to the one and only Mickey Mouse. But as we all know, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway had actually been delayed because originally supposed to be fall of this year, but it got delayed to the springtime. And then just most recently we just got an announcement that, I don't know if it was from Disney or not, and I'm pretty sure it was, that they are aiming for this to be open in February of 2020. So it is currently May, so you're looking at a little less than you're looking about 9 months from now. Which means that they'll have been working on this since 2017. 2017? I don't know, I'll probably put something else here saying if I'm wrong, because I'm usually wrong about a lot of things, because as I go on the fly and I don't look at my phone, I tend to mess up a lot of that. That means it will have been closed for about 2.5 years. But it is exciting because pretty much nothing will change out front here, and a lot of this stuff will stay the same. So definitely gonna be an awesome ride, especially it's gonna be a new style on the new short called Perfect Picnic. So really excited for that, especially now that it's gonna be February of 2020. And then also Disneyland will be getting one as well of these in Toontown, right behind Toontown, in a space it's actually taken up for a parking lot. Sounds a lot like California Adventures they did. And that'll be open in 2022, so about a couple years after ours is open. Also with the theme of things that are currently closed right now, the ABC Commissary here, the quick service restaurant, is actually also going a refurbishment as well. We know this will be reopening, but when this does reopen, it sounds like Pizza Rizzo over by the Muppets in the Grand Avenue area will be reclosing. So there's some talk about what are they going to do with that area as well. And so one of the other things as well, so if you're talking about food still, is that over at Toy Story Land, and I think I made some comment about this, is now you'll have a brand new Woody's Roundup barbecue sit-down restaurant with the characters from Toy Story. No clue on like any of that extra stuff. I really haven't looked into that. I just know that's actually, you know what? I was wrong. ABC Commissary is reopened. So it tells you this was just from a week ago. It was closed. So let's go down here and see if it's Pizza Rizzo is still open. Because they said when ABC Commissary reopened after its minor refurbishment that Pizza Rizzo is going to go back down. You know, just thinking about it, just a little over a year ago, this all was starting to take shape. And now, I remember we talked about this early last year and late to last year about I mean, it just feels like Galaxy's Edge was just announced just a couple of years ago, like not that long ago, but it's been almost a few years. And it's funny because this whole facade thing opened up about the same time Grand Avenue opened, or Grand Park, because they actually have a plaque right here. It says 2017 this opened, and this was right before, this was like a little bit after Irma came through, they opened all this up. So just thinking about it though, in a couple months we'll have all this. We'll come back down here and talk about it more so I can get in the shade. I just want to know if Pizza Rizzo is still closed, or they closed it now that ABC Commissary is back open. And honestly, it looks like it is not. It looks like it is open. Now I wonder if this will stay open now because of the fact that you're about to get a huge influx of people coming in. But with the Muppets Vision right now, it's only open from 10 to 6 most days. So it's like your shows over at the Magic Kingdom, where some of them open until 10 o'clock and they close much earlier. So something to keep in mind if you want to do Muppets. It won't be open with the park, and it does not stay as open as the park. So yeah, Pizza Rizzo still is open for now, but it doesn't know how long that will stay open for. Really, now that I'm down here, because I wanted to get to the shade, it's very warm today, so it is going to be warm if you come on vacation. But one of the things is they have a few more details about what is going to be going on with Galaxy's Edge. And mostly it's just some of the merchandise things, but some of the merchandise things are pretty impressive. So as we talked about, when you get to visit Galaxy's Edge, you can build a brand new lightsaber. And it's not the little lightsabers you build now, which are kind of plasticky and stuff. These new ones are going to feel real. They're going to be like metal, they're going to light up, have different sounds and everything. Now, they did come out with the price of these things, and they're not cheap. So to do one of these and go through, it's essentially going to be very similar to how Ollivanders is, where you have the wand pick you. It's going to be a very similar experience, because you're going to be learning about the ways of the Jedi, how they use their lightsabers, and why they have lightsabers. And one of the things is, they said that these things are going to cost almost $200, and there'll be no discounts to start with. So if you really want one of these things, you're going to be paying a lot of money for them. So if you want one, you're going to have to really shell out a little bit of change for that. But then the second thing they did say is that there is one thing that collectors will be very interested to get, but it'll be one of the most expensive items you can buy at Galaxy's Edge, and I'd be rare to see if anyone buys one of these like really quickly. they do say that you can actually have your own R2 unit, life size and everything. It can be controlled, it'll do things. It'll essentially be like an R2-D2 in the movies, but that is gonna cost you almost $25,000. But then perspective, that's more expensive than my car and Allie's car combined was brand new. So if you're gonna want one of those, collectors are gonna probably end up buying these things, but this essentially is gonna be the biggest thing to come out. And it will be really interesting to see how Disneyland is. And I may come back here next week to talk about how did the Disneyland opening go, because they're doing a system where you have to have a reservation to go in, and you can only stay in for 4 hours. When this, it's like essentially like what previews do, where you can only have a certain amount of time to go in and out. Yeah, when this thing will be going on like that for at least the first month and a half, they said that it's open. So if you want to go in and you're at Disneyland, that's what's going to end up having to be. So like I said, when it does open, we'll talk about how did their opening go, and I'll watch some of the live pre-shows, but I will not look at the area itself because I want to be surprised when we see ours. But apparently ours and Disneyland's are very different in their own ways. So it's kind of nice. We have Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in both areas, but they're designed differently, but they have 2 of the same rides. And also as a reminder, when Galaxy's Edge opens here at Disneyland and here, when it opens up, one thing will not be open with it, and that will be the Rise of Resistance Dark Ride experience, which is the central point of the land itself. Will not be opened when the land opens on August 29th here, and it's the same thing in Disneyland when it opens May 31st in 4 days. So if you want to be riding both rides, it'll be a while before that opens up, but because once Disneyland opens theirs, we'll have an idea when they'll open ours. So definitely excited, can't wait, it's gonna be amazing. Well, what's really surprising is there is a wall right outside of Indiana Jones Stunt Show Spectacular. There have been some rumor for some time that this would end up being a mini Indiana Jones land and getting rid of the show. But as far as we know right now, there's nothing been announced about that. Now they say they won't do that. But Disney always has future plans they're working on all the time. So it looks like they got rid of the little bar that was right here, because they did have a temp bar that was right here. And then I wonder if the funnel cake stand was here is also closed, because if that's the case, then that's oh no, they just moved the bar. But yep, the funnel cake section store is still open, but I don't know what the wall's there for. So interesting things, like I said, always something different going on all the time. So but I probably won't go into Star Wars, I won't go into Toy Story Land because I really don't have anything to look there. So I want to talk about the couple details that have come out about some very expensive merchandise that'll be in Galaxy's Edge when it opens up. And just kind of walk around and look at what is closed and what is open again. So like I said, ABC Commissary is reopened from its very minor refurbishment, but also Pizzerizza is reopened. So, but I heard some rumors that was going to be going away once ABC Commissary reopened, but it is still open for now. Yep, definitely summertime here in Florida again. It is absolutely brutally hot. So if you guys check in later in the week, or probably tomorrow, it doesn't matter what time I always can't figure out when I'm gonna put these videos up. If you come back later, we will be doing a tips on how to do summer vacation, like tips on summertime here at Disney World, from your vacation to just general staying cool and not getting too sick. So that'll be something you guys will have something to look forward to. So with the fact that it is very hot right now, I am going to go ahead and call it a day. A lot going on here at Disney Hollywood Studios still, and kind of exciting. You got a lot of shops closed, but that means there'll be some good things coming our way. Galaxy's Edge is just a few months away opening, and Disneyland is opening this week, and everything else, and then just kind of a fun thing. And plus we got to see some merchandise stuff, so not really see stuff, but got to talk about it. So with all that being said, I do head up from a very warm day here at Disney Hollywood Studios. I'll see y'all next time.